Waste not, want not. Benjamin Franklin. How much of the food in your fridge will go to waste before it even reaches your plate? Last summer's hamburger buns? Milk past its sell-by date? Wilted carrots that lost their crunch? Every year, millions of tons of food are wasted worldwide. The United States is one of the worst offenders. In fact, 37% of food waste in the U.S. comes from individual households. And about 20% of that waste happens because people misinterpret expiration dates. But here's the thing, most of that food is still perfectly safe to eat. So, if food labels aren't telling us when something actually expires, what do they mean? Where expiration labels came from. Before supermarkets, people relied on their senses to check if food was fresh. They looked at it, smelled it, and felt it. But as processed foods became more common, it got harder to tell how old something was just by looking at it. By the 1970s, supermarkets in the US started using open dating, a system where manufacturers or retailers labeled products with dates based on freshness. These dates had nothing to do with safety. There were no scientific tests and no legal standards for choosing them. And because brands wanted customers to eat their products at their best and come back for more, they set those dates conservatively, leading to tons of unnecessary food waste. How long is food actually safe? The truth is, many foods stay good long after their printed dates. Dry foods like pasta, rice, and cereal might taste stale, but won't make you sick. Canned foods can last for years as long as they're not bulging or rusting. Frozen foods? If stored properly, they're safe indefinitely because freezing stops bacteria from growing. Eggs? They last up to 5 weeks in the fridge. And if they go bad, trust me, you'll smell it. Even fruits and vegetables can last beyond their prime. Just look for signs like mold, slimy texture, or foul odors. Of course, some foods do require more caution. The USDA recommends eating or freezing fresh meat within a few days. Deli meats, ready-to-eat salads, and unpasteurized cheeses can grow dangerous bacteria before they even smell bad. And in the US, infant formula is one of the few foods where the printed date actually means it's no longer safe to eat. Why do we waste so much food? Despite all this, most people still throw away perfectly good food. In a 2019 survey, over 70% of Americans said they use date labels to decide if food is still edible. Nearly 60% said they throw away everything past the printed date, without even checking if it's actually bad. Restaurants and grocery stores do the same, tossing out millions of tons of unexpired food each year. To reduce waste, many experts suggest a simpler labeling system. Instead of confusing phrases, there would only be 2 labels. Best if used by, for freshness. Use by, for food safety. If this system were applied at a national level, it could save 398,000 tons of food waste every year. What's being done to reduce food waste? Some grocery chains are already making changes. In the UK, several supermarkets have removed expiration labels from produce, encouraging people to trust their senses instead of relying on arbitrary dates. Other solutions focus on food donations. Right now, at least 20 US states ban donating food past its labeled date, even though federal law actually protects these donations. In contrast, France has taken a bold step by requiring supermarkets to donate unsold food instead of throwing it away. What can you do? No matter what governments decide, the best way to cut down on food waste starts with you. Eat what you buy. Check food with your eyes, nose, and common sense, not just the label, because chances are that expired food in your fridge is still perfectly safe to eat. For more videos, please like and subscribe.